It's Week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He had a nice effort a week ago with a pair of touchdowns. It's the Falcons and the Texans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, it's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Let's go now. Opposite. Green.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former law. Robinson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Ready?
Second down and a run by Robinson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
Ready?
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On play action, here's Ridder. Hitting London coming across the field. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Ritter back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty. In his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here we go, set. 18 runners, 18 runners.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Well, the numbers for Pierce last week, 19 carries, 115 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. The Texans are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence, and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's
and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Smith red, yellow, lining, check white, switch, yellow.
Ritter headed right off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Ritter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Yeah, march to the end zone the last time out.
Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Got it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check white. Switch. Yellow. Black swap. Check pink.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson to the 43, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Smith red.
On 2nd down, Ritter. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Denzel Perryman coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep is Tank Dell. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Stroud now on 2nd down. Caught by Woods. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a front.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 2nd down throw coming for Ritter. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Look at the big man rumble. He may go. Kyle Pitts, touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. On a slant, here's Collins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
Touchdown, Texans! Dalton Schultz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And his throw is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here are the Texans to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing now is Stroud. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. And he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Black swap. Check pink.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Opposite. Green. Ready.
3rd and short. Ritter. And this is caught. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Come on.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Drop 60, drop 60. Let's go.
Stroud to throw it. Incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back, give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Commit red. Hut, hut.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got a man. It's London. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Line, check white, switch, yellow, black swap.
Ritter now. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle in the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The offense on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3 to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Here's Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pierce now up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is it.
Reception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Let's go.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 41-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Upton, green, blue, check. Smith, red.
Here's Ritter. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. So they boost their advantage here in the 4th quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the 4th quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Falcons 21.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Ritter will set up to throw it. Into the hands of London. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ritter now on 2nd down. Throws right back to London. Complete again. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's 1st and goal. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Ritter to throw it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd down and 6 now. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Able to push his way through. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle.